Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of No More Light, the other half of the Duality campaign. Because I don't really feel like I can call it the evil half anymore.
Why?
It's just the other half.
Are
You're
we
just
not
good.
evil?
You're just good in different ways.
Oh.
Are we?
I don't
Are
know.
we?
I'm pretty sure it took Ridley
Didn't
to kill a town and burn it
didn't they?
down.
Yeah, and didn't they just kidnap a random child to use him as a bleed?
Yeah, but the other group
Whatever
also murdered a child, so you're kind of on the same terms right now.
There was reasons for that.
Hold on.
Orion
So
just did that
we
out
get
of spite.
we get our evilness taken away from us and get labeled as good because the other party has slipped their lines.
No, I just can't call you the evil one anymore because you're both
Oh.
evil now.
Ah.
Not specific enough.
So we have to out evil them, is what you're saying.
I suppose so.
Doesn't seem too hard. We're in a city full of vampires.
Yeah. And what's happening? Yeah.
Anyways, while I introduce our Matt's in chat, like, you kidnapped a child, is that it?
We also have a what is the thing that's on the ship now?
How dare you call Roger a thing? He's a beloved pet.
Yeah, his name's Roger, please.
Yeah, Roger, Jeremy.
Treat Roger with some fucking respect.
What's up,
Respect
Tattletale?
on his name.
Sky says,
of
get
course.
on my level, drown some tweens.
Don't fucking doubt me. I will. You think I don't have mold water, shape water?
We burned a forest
I'll
down.
do it.
Does that count?
You did burn a forest down.
Even as stopped
True.
us from doing the truly horrifying things that I've asked him if I can do.
Who did what?
Something about Twitch terms of service.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's true. I told you there were lines you weren't allowed to cross.
I'm sure there's a lot of lines that you weren't allowed to cross.
There have been a lot of lines I haven't been allowed to cross.
Anyways, while my players roll me those sweet, sweet D100s for me, let's introduce them.
Yes.
We have Sathar, played by.
The mighty Orion, pleasure to be here.
Well,
We have
Oh.
Emperor of Kali, Ridley Monroe, played by.
Almost.
It's me, Justicar.
We have Zeos Bonvargo, played by.
the Minoru, hello.
This isn't gonna be a 1.
We have Professor Malum, played by.
It's me, Isaac 182 on the internet.
And we have
There is a one.
and we have Jack Moriarty, but he'll be here in a bit, played by Dave Levels Up. Anyways, Ridley, what happened last time?
That was almost a nat 1.
Hey, last time I rolled a 2, someone rolled a nat 1, so
Jack's not here to pick up your slack this time.
it's true. It's true.
So
We
I thought I
prepared
was
for a
gonna do it.
party. That's pretty much what was happening. Did a lot of running around being idiots around town.
yeah, I guess since you guys were all kind of separated, Ridley, what did you do last time?
I just told you.
Sathar, what did you get up to last time?
I turned blood into jewelry, and sold a child.
Or the jewelry.
For the jewelry, as well as promised additional constant student athletes to the jeweler.
Yeah.
I think that was mostly it.
Zeos, what did you get up to last time?
I went off to the Assassin's Guild. I believe that was last time, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Went up to the Assassin's Guild, got some information, and I grabbed 2 bounties.
And what did you find out at the Assassin's Guild?
That my dad was dead and that one of my siblings took over.
And Malum, what did you get up to last time?
I followed the big cat because it looked kind of cute as he was walking around the city.
And you snuck Griffith off the ship.
I didn't
That's
learn
true
that I had a
also.
brother.
I snuck the chemist off the ship.
I know I have a brother. I believe I gave PT what was it, 6 siblings?
Yeah, no, Zeos knew he had a lot of siblings.
Yeah, I gave PT a lot of fuel.
Anyways, while you
No, but
guys...
they're kind of like twigs, no backstory. They just have a name, and will eventually.
No, they don't
get-
even have names. PT made me come up with names on the spot.
Of
did.
course.
Anyways,
Yeah, you problem.
the 4 of you are in the back of this carriage riding up to this villa while Jack talks to the driver. What are you talking about in the back?
When am I gonna? When should I present my
Your
performance?
presentation?
Yeah.
If you care about me at all after dinner, I would like to get a whole meal in without somebody getting poisoned or stabbed or thrown overboard, because I have missed just a nice, calm meal.
You know, like
with
everyone there is gonna
anything
be
but
vampires, right?
hardtack.
You're a fan of bloody liver?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well-
everyone there is going to be a vampire, but us.
So long as everyone's sitting down and quiet, that's all I care about. Okay? And I'm sure they have food for their food.
How many royal galas have you been to? Because they're not generally quiet.
Well, they're usually calmer than your get-togethers.
Oh, they're absolutely a whole lot less screaming than my get-togethers.
Yeah.
But some of the time, occasionally people walk away from those.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Well.
happy. Depends on the get-together.
Well, no need to get into your social life, Sathar. I'm sure it's quite active.
It's not. No.
I've been babysitting a child for the past. Ridley, how old are you?
13.
13 years. It's not as active as I would like it, but he's coming of age. We'll have more adventure soon.
Yeah. No, of course. And then you can, when he gets taken over by the old skeleton man, you can have adventures with him.
Uh huh.
You sound
Yeah.
overjoyed.
I sound normal. That's what I sound like.
True. He's never really happy, let's be honest. I mean, would you be? Look at his hands.
My hands are in the correct orientation. Yours are the ones that are backwards.
I believe, considering the amount of us that are here, I feel like you're the one who's false here.
I mean, I can't prove it, so he's got a point.
Yeah,
like
but if your hands
majority-
weren't like this, could you do this? And he's gonna lean over, cross his arms so that his palms are on each side of Zeus's head, and just use the leverage to start squishing him.
How about no? How about you don't do that?
He's gonna stop and go, see? Leverage advantage.
True. But also,
I could make my own leverage too.
okay, try. Squish his head. Do it now.
I feel like we need him most of all, considering
He's
where
a
we're
big
going.
Cat. We have
No,
those
no,
pet
no, no.
stores all over the
Considering where,
place.
no, considering where we're going, but yeah, but he's the specific one that.
I'm the specific one that what?
Yeah, what's he do? He is.
You know,
I will give you this. He is very well potty trained. You know.
Oh, speaking of which, I shit in your bed last night.
Oh, you bitch.
I didn't even really have to go either, but
Yeah. Well, you gotta build up. I get it. Don't worry. I can always move the sheets over to yours. It's fine.
I sleep
13
on the
minutes
floor.
in, and I already have a clip.
God damn it.
But anyways, I'm happy to Ridley, I'm sure there'll be plenty of food and beverage for us to enjoy before we see your spectacle. Speaking of which, do you have it under control?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah, he's
practicing
got
all
it.
night or all
Yeah.
day.
I was watching him. He's got it.
That's cool. So this grand finale of yours,
Yeah, the
how
Phoenix.
fast are we gonna have to run?
I don't
Why
think-
would we have to run?
Yeah, why do you have to run?
Yeah, he's got it practiced down. He's got it down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
No, the
Zeus has
phoenix.
been watching
You
me all day.
understand that the metaphor of the phoenix is that it rises back from the ashes.
I don't think Ridley, I don't think I've taught you about metaphors yet.
I know about
Oh, well, in
metaphors. I'm
that
not.
case.
I'm not an idiot.
Oh, I guess there was several metaphors in the second chapter.
As you're sitting here, Malum, you hear a message in your head. You want to tell us what that message says?
Do you want me to read the message? I'll read the message.
Yes.
From Elliot. Oh, of course you insist on that damn potion. We'll make the potion after we literally save our entire plane from Roran, the god of assholes.
And what look do you have on your face that suddenly pops into your head mid-conversation?
Elliot's just gonna, like, look really shocked.
Elliot's not
Elliot?
here.
Elliot?
Or Malum, sorry. My brain broke. It's fine. Malum's gonna, like more... Because Malum's pretty, old. He just looks old most of the time. But right now he looks, like, surprisingly shocked.
Ridley, do you know about aneurysms? Because that's the face that you get when you have one.
Oh damn.
No. I'm fine. There's no toast.
You sure? You look.
No, what about toast?
I have an extra
No,
pair
I
of pants
just-
if you need it.
Just got a worrying message, is all.
Oh, what was the message?
Oh, just from the old students. It looks like things are changing. The situation isn't quite what I thought it was.
Oh,
Yeah. So, yeah. Is how much? Anyways,
As you guys are having this conversation, you feel the carriage kind of slow to a stop.
Oh,
But the door does not open yet.
can I see? Is there a window?
Yeah, you can pop your head out the window.
What's out the window?
There is a line of other carriages in front of you on the road up to this villa on a hill.
How
of course,
many?
there's traffic.
Probably 20 or 30.
Ah, we got quite the line ahead of us.
There's even more carriages behind you.
Oh,
Malum's gonna look out the window, and I assume that Moriarty is just like on the seat just behind Malum.
he's in the front.
He's
Right,
just in
in
front of
front.
Malum.
Okay. So, anyways, Ridley, did you have? Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest. The wooden stake, the dance. You planning on killing the king,
Oh, I'm not
Who?
killing any king.
queen, whoever's in charge here? To be honest, I haven't met anybody. You guys are just like pulling me along.
He's just doing his performance.
Yeah, okay. Do you got
Cathars
some
is
holy
gonna
water?
stop and turn and look at Ridley to see what his facial expression is.
It's just normal, I guess.
He doesn't respond to that. Okay.
What is Ridley's normal expression? Bewildered child?
Dazed and confused.
Dazed confused, yeah.
Dazed and confused child.
His normal expression is utterly shocked that he just caught in a lie. So it's kind of hard to.
So yeah, should we bring like holy water or anything?
No, I don't allow that
Uh,
stuff near him.
No, I just have a steak.
Okay. I mean, I hope that's. To be honest with you, I've never tried. So
Hey,
I
thanks
hope
for the
that's
resub,
enough.
cat.
This is what Vonet told me to bring. So
Oh well, in that case.
Whoa. Wait, when did you talk to Vonet? Well, I guess when you got kidnapped by him.
what do you mean? When did I talk to
Yeah.
Vonet?
Did he tell you to do anything?
To bring a steak.
Okay. Just dumb question. Did he specify what type of steak? Did you know that you were supposed to bring that type of steak and not like one for him to eat?
Oh damn! I never asked. That didn't even cross my mind.
We might need to stop and pick up a steak.
Maybe he just needs a normal steak.
Well, we're in
I'll
the middle
look out
of
the
a
window for
line.
cattle.
Can I pop my head out of the carriage?
Sure, what are you looking for?
Are there guards or anything?
No, not really. Not until
it-
much closer to the villa.
Is there
Are there
anyone
any,
like?
fields?
Are there any like peasants or anyone?
No, there's nothing around this villa. Just besides like mountainous terrain.
Driver. He's gonna say around the. I'm assuming this is like a closed carriage.
Yeah. Yes, my lord.
Where would one find a steak?
Ooh.
I'm,
Back
I'm
in
quite hungry.
back in town. Also, Kat wants me to direct an insult at you in particular.
At me in she can't even come do it herself. Paying other people to do her dirty work.
Hi, Dave.
Oh, come on, Jackson. You know that's the best
You
way
must
to get
have
anything
you must
done.
have gone on a crash diet because you sure look like a wreck.
That
Yeah?
fits the situation.
Oh, in character. People
In
say
char-
amen to
PT
Sathar's every word in hopes that it will be his last.
That tracks.
Why can I never find this stupid link?
It's in
It's
the
pinned.
group chat. Pinned.
Oh, it's pinned? Well, that
Yes.
makes my life a lot easier.
There you go.
Also, welcome in.
Yeah.
Sathar just popped his head out and asked the driver where to get a steak.
Okay, well, is there anyone that could run and fetch us one? You know, after all, we are going to,
Well,
I
my
think
lord,
we're-
I'm
I-
sure
I-
they'll have food at the reception.
Oh, do you think they'll have steaks? Yeah, that might save us time.
Well, you know, this is a feast to commemorate the Emperor of Kali, so I'd assume they'd have food suitable for him.
Why do you think he asked me to get a steak? Do you think it like there's a special type of steak that could have gone in town and not here?
maybe it's a collie steak.
Oh, well, we couldn't do that anyway.
I mean, I don't know of any minotaurs around here. Good point. Never mind.
I
Continue
haven't
with
seen
your
Minotaurs on this
driving.
plane.
Oh, minotaurs aren't common. We have a small family that we've kept chained up to a wall. Phenomenally
Of
tasty.
course.
To be
Oh.
clear, just to start off, Zeos, Moriarty, and Ridley, you have no idea what a Minotaur is
Gotcha.
Why wouldn't I know what a Minotaur is?
because they do not exist on this plane of existence.
Okay.
What the hell is a minotaur?
You know cows?
Yeah.
But people.
Think about cows, but like sentient.
Cows are sentient.
No. You're conflating sentience with
smarter?
consciousness.
I thought he was wanting the Cali quote unquote steak. You know, he leans over to Sethar. You know, the one where we turn dead bodies into steaks.
Ridley, we would never feed our guests that are dead on purpose. That's not true.
But it's
This
kind of our
seems
thing.
efficient
I don't
to
know why
me.
you're being so finicky about it.
I don't know why.
I mean,
I
most
don't
of that
expect-
original meal that Malum wanted to eat was recycled people. So
I mean, I'm not surprised. The elves, they eat their foes all the time.
well, it's funny you say that. It was mostly elf.
There you go. I mean, to be fair, the elves' foes are minotaurs, but you know.
I mean,
Jack, to catch you up on what's going on, your carriage is currently stuck waiting in line.
Yes. We are
Oh,
waiting in line for the.
waiting in line to get in?
Waiting in
Yes.
line to like get dropped off and have your be announced.
Maybe we just
Oh.
walk. Maybe
Why do
we
we-
just
no,
walk.
no, do not open that.
No,
Wait, why do we have to wait? Aren't we like the guest of honor or whatever?
That's why we're last.
we're not last.
We're
There's
not
more
last.
behind us.
He's gonna stick his head out the thing again and look to see if we are in fact last.
No, there are definitely more people behind you.
He's gonna look at who they are and like yell at their driver and say, "Hey, who are you carrying?"
He's going to look at you and he's going to go, "We're carrying dinner, sire."
Oh, well, all right.
So we are last.
See,
Fair enough.
Wait a minute.
but yeah. Anyways, Minotaur, especially when they're conscious, tastes phenomenal. I think it's
do
like-
me a favor, Sathar. Roll a insight check
or what?
or a perception, just to see if you notice Jack's current demeanor.
I feel like that's more.
Be honest with you, Sithar. I've never had them conscious, but
He also can't see you. You're out on the front with the driver. Aren't
He's
you?
the only one who put his head out the window,
True.
which is why I said him.
Gotcha.
A 7.
He's also looking behind. So
Yeah, what is your
Yeah.
current demeanor?
Well, I'm stuck out in the open, surrounded by people who are potentially enemies,
So not
and
great.
I'm a spy.
So stressed.
Yes.
The driver's gonna look over at you and he goes, "Are you feeling okay?"
I was never one for crowds.
Well, I mean, I can give you another way to think about it, sir, if it might put your mind at ease. Should we be
Oh.
attacked, you are the only one with a viable escape route.
You have a valid point. My fears are allayed.
Man, Sathar, I'm really worried about this whole steak thing. I didn't get a steak. I just got this stupid piece of wood.
Which is. It is called steak as well. Just a different meaning. Different word. Different thing.
Yeah, but why would Bonet want me to bring this?
you know,
Malum's just gonna like dumbfounded look at Sithar. So, anyways, whose side are we picking again?
phenomenal question. I think this will be eye-opening, and as long as I think Ridley's fire dance will truly sway people to our sides. Maybe both will side with us. Who knows?
Well, sure, fair. I guess.
Stranger things have happened.
It's true. Stranger things have happened. In any event, can we wait till after dinner to do any, spy plots, assassinations, and whatnot?
Oh, I plan to be drunk.
Oh, very good. If I could be too, that would be amazing.
They have a phenomenal blood wine. One of the few things that can actually get me inebriated.
Oh,
No,
he's
I-
gonna be real mad.
Sutoko, Sithar shit in Malum's bed.
True.
As you guys continue up this hill, you begin to hear the faint sounds of music in the distance. And I will share my screen so the players can also hear the music.
Based on how fast people are going through, how long do I think it'll take for us to be?
About 15 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Jesus, Cat just called you Amber Sithar Herd.
Damn.
Well, I am or was once upon a time under the right light attractive and lie a whole lot. And I don't think I've abused any of my. I can't speak to that right now. I'd have to think about that for Sathar's history.
I mean, I feel like the queen would say she was emotionally abused.
Well.
Oh, that's a regular weekend for all of us. If we get the opportunity to shit in someone's bed, it'll be funny. We're gonna do it.
You are never invited over.
No, I mean in the game. In real life, that's weird. In the game,
I've shit in Timmy's bed before.
Excuse
I-
me?
Excuse me.
What?
Did I not tell you that? Wow, I did a really good job cleaning that up.
It just reminds me of when Sam Riegel from Critical Role shit in someone's pillowcase.
Oh, Scanlan.
Right?
Anyways.
Alright.
You guys are
think
gradually getting
the
closer
party-
and closer as the
Anyone in
kid.
the carriage would notice that Malum is getting more and more nervous as we approach the villa. Just so you know. Carry on.
Malum, you okay there?
Well, I mean, I've been to this villa before, and and there's actually a cool room I want to show you at some point, Sathar. But I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh, well, How long do we have left in the trip?
About 5 minutes.
Sathara's gonna lean over to Ridley's bag and pull out a few smokables,
Some
and
catnip.
he's gonna offer catnip and other things, and he's going to offer it around the cabin for anyone in the cabin and say, I mean, it's a closed environment, and you might as well go in with an appetite.
Do I hear this going on?
You don't hear it, but you can smell it.
I'll climb down to the side of the window and be like, "Hey,
Sathara's just holding one out.
fabulous!" And then I go retake my seat.
The driver's gonna look over and go, "May I?"
Puff puff pass, man.
He takes it and he goes, "You have to love horses. They pretty much drive themselves." And he passes it back to you.
Does anybody
Paladin's
else
gonna
in the-
bust out some alchemy materials and glassware.
Ah, okay.
Oh God.
So you guys approach in the only carriage that looks like it's smoking.
Like you open the door and just a wall of
Cloud.
smoke
Just
slowly
cloud.
floats
Hey,
out.
hey, we rolling with Snoop. It's okay.
So as you approach, you are let out and informed by your driver that they will announce you when you head inside. And you find yourself in front of this large, apparently very long, single-story building with a courtyard in front. You notice that the guards have changed out their black shielded visors for armor that looks much more like bones. But it is
Oh.
still plate armor. And as you approach the gate, they look at you and they just kind of nod, like knowing that you're supposed to be here.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for the people that I met earlier, just to make sure that people are around.
Roll me
two-
perception, Ridley.
Two things while he's doing that. I can't see the map at all.
That's rough.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna look at the foundations and
Oh,
footings.
scroll down.
How do we do this? Oh my god!
You're at the bottom of this map.
How do you do that?
How
Control
do I
and-
zoom
control
out
and
more?
Shift.
Control and
Oh, I have
scroll wheel.
hardware acceleration turned off.
You just shift scroll wheel.
I press control.
Either or.
need-
Ridley,
Shift is bigger, sir.
one of these guards is Hazelmere, who you met at Bonet's house.
Who met him? Because I don't recall the name.
Ridley did.
Ridley.
Oh,
Not any of us.
Okay, I'm just gonna sort of like throughout the night just keep an eye out for people that I've met, just so that Ridley knows that he's not alone. I guess.
Ridley making sure he's not getting hung out to dry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sathara's just gonna walk past them and stop in front of this door.
All right.
Kind of just
Um,
wait for it to be opened.
You stop in front of the gate, and after several moments, it opens before you.
As I go in, I want to look at the foundations and footings of this structure to see if there are the obvious substructures underneath.
It does not. So where you're at, you would know just from the composition of the mountains around Swarwulu that most of what is underneath this raised plateau that you're on is very likely to be like hard granite.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can chat see the map?
No, but they're about to be able to. I'm switching to it now.
Okay.
I did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
There we go. So you head into this courtyard, and in this courtyard, it looks like it was an old outpost that they've built the villa onto the back of. So there are some raised wooden platforms that look to be very recently built, and there is a large drain in the center of the area.
Sithara's gonna walk up and start like smacking his hand against it and go, "Oh my god, they built it! I thought they got rid of it."
What is it?
The execution suite. What does it look like?
Well, yeah, that's fair. Not my favorite place at a party, but
Sithar, this is awesome. Malum, why is the party being hosted here?
Oh, are we gonna see some executions tonight?
Hey, guard, you. He's gonna point up at one of the guards up there.
The guard just turns and looks at you.
Our execution scheduled tonight.
Well, it is a Swarwulu ball. So I'm sure there will be at
Excellent.
least one.
Phenomenal. This night just keeps getting better. Will the blood be free or?
When was the last time you were at a Swarwulu
Don't
ball?
no, never
my
mind.
lord?
Don't ruin all the surprises. As soon as he turns and walks away.
Zeus is just gonna look over at Jack as the guard says that statement.
What did the guard say?
I'm sure there'll be at least one execution tonight.
Oh,
Hey guys, do you think it's gonna be Sethar? Because you know the whole thing with him and the queen. As I just continue like walking past you guys.
I look over at Ridley and just be like, "It's possible."
yeah, probably.
is
All
that
right,
fool?
as-
Elliot's gonna walk up.
God,
to
I
the
can't
door.
wait to see who the unlucky soul
So,
is that you've
there's
executed.
actually a line in front of the door as well of nobles waiting to
Gotcha.
be announced.
How much attention do they seem to be paying?
The guards.
Yeah.
So the two guards on the wall are mainly focused out,
Yep.
away from the courtyard. The two guards next to the door are watching the courtyard intently.
So, Sethar, what was your favorite execution you've seen? You know, looking at this execution setup here.
Well, that's a hard question. Like here specifically in Swarhulu, or just like anywhere.
All time. Let's just go with that.
My favorite one was probably a gnome. The gallows were too tall for him, so they strung him up by his ankles. And then they jabbed two spikes into his chest, and he kind of he screamed for hours. It was phenomenal. Kept the crowd really entertained.
What are you trying to sleight of hand? I didn't ask you for a roll.
I was. Malum moved away, so I didn't say anything. But I was gonna try to start just taking stuff out of Malum's pockets, like for no reason other than to just be like taking shit out of his pockets to fuck with him.
Yeah, so you reach for Malum's pocket and he just turns and walks off to the edge of the wall with his hands behind his back.
Right? Yeah, it was literally. I go. Well, never mind.
All right then.
So nobody noticed anything. I'm just standing there with my hand out, like, oh well, then.
Well, I'm right next to you. I was
Zeos just watching. Poor form.
just watching him
Poor
reach
form,
over,
Jack.
and Malum walks off, and I'm just like, "All right."
All right. So after a while, the door opens and a crier comes out, looks at you all, and goes, "Names and titles, please."
So I was gonna walk up in front of the student and go, "You do not recognize Ridley Monroe, future and present king of
Emperor.
Emperor.
Sorry, you didn't let me finish. King and Emperor of Kali."
Ah, you must be his assistant. You have the titles of everybody else present.
Gonna turn and look. Just gonna go, "Nope, don't know who these people are."
Sir James Moriarty the Black.
He pulls out a small like list and goes down it and just checks off next to your name and Ridley's. And will you be dining with the other assistants, Mr.
This
Sathar.
is Sathar, and yes, he will.
If you put me with the other assistants, I will eat you.
All right, I will check that off as a no. And your other two guests?
That is Zeos. I don't know his last name, and that is Malum. The
Malum's
Old.
going to interrupt. Sir Malum of Chilaxon.
Don't let him lie to you. He's gone a little senile in his old age. It's Sir Malum the Old.
We keep Malum because funny.
I don't have a Sir Malum, I have a Professor Malum.
It's his title
yes.
on there, the Old.
Not recognized as knighthood in this realm. Fine. Professor Malum.
No, shall I add the old to it?
Yes.
Yes.
Please do.
Just scribbles a note. And just Zeos. Single name, no surname.
As far as I know. Any corrections, Zeos?
Nope.
Alright, well.
Alright, if you will follow me inside, and he heads inside, and as you enter, he goes, Professor Malum the Old of Chilaxon. Zeos. Sir James Moriarty the Black. Sathar the Despicable.
Wow, I got my title right.
And Emperor Ridley Monroe of Kali. And you guys enter, and you see off to the right side here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Off to the right side here, there is a dance floor, and the crier goes back and begins playing music with the other bards, as you were the last to enter. And there are people dancing. The servants all appear to be thralls. And there are guards posted on the left side of the room and various people scattered throughout. Ridley, you would be able to notice that everybody who Vonet introduced you here is somewhere at this party.
Are any of the thralls gnomes?
They are not. They all appear to be human.
I'm going to make my way towards the queen.
Do I see the two that I have, VT?
Well, you never got any descriptions. You just have their names, so
Does it not have their description on the paper?
no.
I feel like that's what you'd have on a paper.
Names of who? For what?
You approach,
Targets.
and the queen looks at you and goes, "Ah, Sir Moriarty, how can I help you?"
I give a courteous bow, and then I grab my satchel and I pull out. I come bearing gifts, Your Majesty. And I offer her that exquisite bottle of blood wine for you. And then I grab out the other bottle of wine and for everyone else.
Vizier, if you could take this. The festivities have begun so early, and he steps forward to you, takes the bottle of blood wine, and he walks over to a table in the corner and sets it down next to what appears to be just many other bottles of blood wine.
I mean, it's an appropriate gift, though.
Oh, it is, of course. I'm very grateful.
No, that was out of character. Like, I was verifying that was an
Oh,
appropriate
yes,
gift.
no, absolutely. The fact
I'm
that
assuming
all
as
the rest
evidenced
of the
by
nobles...
the piles of other bottles of blood wine.
Yes. Sir Moriarty, enjoy the festivities.
Thank you, milady.
I believe the proper term is,
Or
the
Your
Vizier says,
Majesty.
I believe the proper term is my queen.
Thank you, my queen. I will.
While Moriarty is still at the front of the room, Malum's gonna lean to Zathar and say, "Hey, Zathar.
Yes.
So this Roaring character,
Mhm.
you known him a long time?
Several lifetimes. Why?
So he's borderline immortal?
I mean, as immortal as I am.
does he have a habit of destroying planes or anything?
Mm, depends on your definition of destroy, I guess. I mean, he subjugates most of them and leaves their occupants kind of mindless. I don't know if zombie is the right word. They technically can still die. That's generally not good. Why?
Still curious, good history between you two, and just wondering why.
Oh, I mean,
Wondering,
and one of in the first lifetime that I met him, we actually conquered a city together. It was quite entertaining and one of the best few decades of my life. But we had a small falling out over how to utilize the inhabitants. I personally believe it is much less fun if they do everything that you ask, without any will. As what is the fun in having slaves if their will is not broken? He believed that they should be stripped of their free will, their consciousness, their mind, and forced to serve him in any regard.
it's an interesting argument on your side, but I might have to, the effectiveness, much less effort if they just do as they're told.
Yeah, there is less effort involved, but part of dealing with you mortals is the effort involved. Is it as fun to win a game because you are destined to win the game, or is it better to win the game because you are simply better?
I'll contemplate on that one. Thanks for the info on Roran.
Absolutely.
As Malum will sort of slip away.
He's gonna put a hand on Malum as Malum starts walking away. He's gonna go, but under no explicit circumstances is he to be trusted.
Oh, of course.
Jack refuses to listen, but
Well, I suspect Jack is under a spell. And that might have to be dealt with. At some point in the future. Not now, of course.
of course.
Ridley, leaning up against a pillar down here, you see Vonet.
I'm gonna head over towards him, like the down left.
Yeah, he's the
Right
guy
next to
who
me.
looks different than everyone else.
I walk over to. Sorry, I didn't bring the steak.
You didn't?
Yeah, so I have this piece of wood, but like when I was in the carriage, they reminded me that there's also the other steak. I didn't bring that steak.
No. You brought the right steak. Thank God. I thought I was going to have to break a
Oh.
table.
Okay, good.
Anyways, I'm assuming you prepared your show.
Yes, I did.
I just whisper over. He did wonderfully too.
Ridley, I told you not to tell anyone.
What? He
Oh,
just
he
helped me
didn't-
for my
he didn't-
show.
Yeah, he didn't tell me anything. I just helped him prepare. I showed him proper stabbing technique.
Vonet just looks back at you again, Ridley.
I don't know how to use a steak, so I asked him for protection advice.
Of course. The festivities are already in full swing. I myself have dealt with 2 would-be assassins already this evening.
Oh, that's fun.
Hey, Bonet.
Yes, Zeus.
Would you happen to know who these two are? Say the names.
Okay, what are the names?
I don't know. You gave them to me. What are their names, PT?
I gave you their names. Should have written them
But
down.
you didn't. You did not. You 100% did not.
He looks at them and then just points to a man and a woman dancing on the dance floor.
Thank you.
Where did you get these contracts?
The guild.
Well, had I known that, I wouldn't have outsourced. I would have just cut through the middleman and gone directly to yours truly.
Yeah, well. Got there at some point.
Anyways, do be careful with this one. They do have their spy master in attendance.
Gotcha.
And he kind of points off to the bottom right corner of the room.
See, I didn't even have to talk to you. I already fingered him as, like, countermeasures for roguey bullshit.
I'm really glad you did not take a pause after I fingered him. And just continued the sentence, because I thought it was going to stop there, and I was very concerned.
Oh, God. Nope.
I
Yeah,
assume
you know,
there's,
it's
like-
just something I do to other spy masters, a little slap and tickle.
Where are
Well,
you
don't-
off to, Malum?
Well, don't worry, Vonet. I'm gonna go find that steak.
I assume there's other catering and ingredients in the corner where the wine was put.
Well, the thralls are also carrying around platters of food.
Malum's looking for, like, raw ingredients.
Oh, then your best bet's probably outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of wander towards the center of the room and see if there's anybody I know here. Just kind of walking through, seeing other than the party who came in with me, obviously.
All of these nobles seem relatively new to you,
Okay.
but the spy master in the corner is the one that interrogated you,
Okay.
and you do also recognize Vonet.
Oh, I see Vonet.
Yeah, he's not hiding. He's just very casually enjoying this party.
Odd or even, Steven.
Hmm?
Odd or even. Oh, duh, I could just roll a die. I'm just gonna roll a die. Even.
All right, Malum, what are you doing when you head outside?
He's just, yeah, I'm just, don't mind me. I'm looking for some seasonings. You know how us humans are very particular. As he goes past the guards, he's gonna look for something that would be toxic to a changeling.
Ooh, that's a good question. Roll me medicine. I mean, you find several poisons that, like, they're toxic to just about everything, so they should work, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay. He'll sort of pocket those and look for something that's also not toxic and is maybe an herb.
You find some sage.
Alright. He'll grab the sage and have that in his hand on his way back in.
The guards just ignore you.
Ideal.
You got the stuff from the food cart, so they don't really care. Jack, you head up to Vonet.
Yeah.
Moriarty!
Vonet, how have you been since we arrived?
Very busy. I did not think that things had fallen into such disrepair since I was last here.
Yeah, it's different, to say the least.
Not for the better, wouldn't you agree?
For the most part. I don't like change. It adds too many variables.
A funny thing to say coming from one such as yourself.
The irony isn't lost on me.
Anyways, what can I do for you? Can I get you a drink? And he waves one of the thralls over, who comes over with a platter full of champagne flutes.
I'll just grab whatever doesn't look like vampire brew.
This looks like normal champagne.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab. Don't even look at it. I just grab the glass and continue my conversation with Vonet.
He grabs one himself and holds it out to you. Cheers.
To your health.
Clinks it and then just downs his and sets it back on the tray as the thrall begins to walk away.
Fuck it, why not? I'll do the same. And grab another one.
Anyways, I should congratulate you. I've heard about your knighthood.
Yes, it came as a surprise, and now I'm not entirely sure what to do with myself, as I've also been released from the service of the court.
Well, you've been released from the service of this court. By no means does that mean your work is done.
Oh. To quote a poem I heard once from a bard, the woods are lonely, dark, and deep, and I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep.
Yes, let us hope that in the coming hours your newly acquired title does not cloud your judgment.
It came with neither land nor coin.
Ah,
It's
so
not but another name, and if I really wanted a title, you know me, I could fabricate one.
well, there are plenty of people here who I'm sure will not have theirs for long.
Oh. Interesting.
Anyways, while you two keep talking, Sathar, what are you up to?
So I was going to walk up and grab a glass from one of the thralls of. Is there wine?
There is champagne and there is blood wine.
Yeah, he's gonna grab 2 glasses of blood wine, and he is going to walk up to the queen.
All right.
He's going to bow lightly and then offer a glass out and go, "Lovely festivities you have here, Lila."
Oh well, I do try to throw an excellent party. And
Well, you've outdone yourself.
yes, well, it is a memorable occasion. How are you this evening, Sathar? How was your jaunt throughout the city?
Oh, excellent, actually. I have, I acquired a small gift for you. With his empty hand, he's going to reach in and pull out her necklace.
She's going
And
to
stab her with
she's going to take it, look at it, and go, "Oh, jewelry, Sathar. Does this mean you're leaving again?"
it.
Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but, I thought it better to not repeat previous mistakes.
Across from the room. Hey, Sathar, we're leaving.
And what of the little emperor? I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, this is his first true gala, so I think he's rather... Ridley! Sathar is going to turn around and say from in front,
Yes.
come here.
Yes, I have it. There's a Borker behind me.
It do be a Barker.
Here he is.
She bows to you, Emperor Ridley.
I bow in return.
How are you enjoying the festivities?
It's very, very good. Do you happen to have any steak?
When dinner is served, I will be sure that there is some for you.
Ah, great. Ridley looks visibly relieved.
The boy loves his steak.
I also have a gift to give you. I have a performance. So
Oh?
whenever you are prepared for that, I will be happy to perform for you.
Perhaps after the meal, you can speak to the bards, have them play a song for your performance if it requires an accompaniment.
Well, thank you. I shall do it then.
Anyways, I'll make sure that the food is ready for you. It'd be a shame to have any mistakes tonight.
I get it.
Get what, my dear boy?
Because I was wanting steaks, he said mistakes. That's a good one.
The subtleties of high culture are lost on Ridley.
Entirely.
All right, Zeos, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling, leaning against the pole.
Malum?
Keeping an eye
I'm
on
sort of-
the two.
Circling the party. Keeping an eye on Jack and the rest of the party.
Malum walking directly through the dance floor.
Yeah. Just being awkward about it too, you know. Gets off to the side a
Do
little
I
bit.
notice how awkward Malum is?
Absolutely, you do.
That strikes me as odd because he was a professor and a man of some status where he came from. I've already gathered that much, which means functions
Yeah.
like this should be second nature to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's something going on with Malum. I'll keep an eye on him.
All right.
In the back of my head, I'm thinking, did he see me trying to pick his pocket and now he's like super weird about something?
Oh, my friend is avoiding me.
Right. I don't know what's going on, but he's
Being distant.
from everything.
Everyone. Which are the two that I'm looking at? PT?
They are these two.
The two in the back?
Yep.
Got it.
Hey. Player to player, if you're
Mhm.
nervous and afraid you can't pull it off, I'll split it with you 60-40.
I don't... Am I getting the 60?
No.
That's not how this works then. They're my bounties.
Okay. I'm prepared with many vials of quick and quiet kill pretty much anything.
And I am prepared with a silver knife and a stake. And...
What is it, like a bear steak?
No.
Deer?
Hmm.
Okay.
Wood steak.
I bet it's an ostrich steak, which is delicious, by the way, if you haven't had the chance.
Good to know.
The
I
last
drove by a
ostrich
place
I
where it
saw, I
said
didn't have a
meat
gun,
of the month
unfortunately.
is ostrich. And I was like, that's an interesting meat of the month.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have a gun because it would have been really awkward to shoot an ostrich at the zoo.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, but guys, I got it. It's mine. Those are the rules.
Those are the rules. I shot it, therefore it is mine.
Just a bunch of kids crying in the background.
You know,
No,
that's funny,
everyone's
'cause
running
my
and
grandfather
screaming.
had the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the zoo.
What are the chances?
What are the chances? I mean, he got what was his.
Alright. After some time passes, there is a loud bell, and they announce that if you could gather around your tables, you just pick one. Dinner is being served.
Right. What's the... Oh god. What did I do? Good to know. I know how to pull up my sheet now.
Seems late for that, but carry on.
I didn't need it before, so I'm fine anyway. How do I get off of this? I don't know what I'm doing.
You changed it to a measure tool.
Uh-huh. How do I get off that?
Click on the person on the left.
I clicked on the person, it does nothing.
The thing that looks like a person. You see the square thing next to it?
Mm-hmm.
Click on that, and then click on your character.
Nope.
All right, so Zeus is broken. Where's
Yep.
I don't know how to do the ping thing. Where's this guy sitting?
He's not sitting.
Oh.
He is watching.
Oh, I've been moved. I don't know how I did that.
I'm assuming that was
Get
where you
back.
were trying to go.
No. I was still sitting at this table. I was just trying to get rid of this stupid thing.
Share your screen, Orion. Help him, please.
Hit
Jesus
your
Christ,
control
you're making
key
it
and then
worse.
move your character.
It's not doing anything.
You hit your control key on your keyboard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What about your arrow keys?
Right
Can you
screen?
use your arrow keys?
Arrow keys does nothing.
Yo, that's dope.
Truly and rightfully broken everything.
I have broken everything. I only have measuring tool.
Leave the site and rejoin
Yeah.
Page.
because
That'll
that
do.
looks like actual broken and not like you
Mhm.
did something wrong.
That'll do.
Amazing. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
That'll do, pig.
Anyways, you all gather around your tables and they bring out the food. And Ridley, they set a pile of steaks on your table.
Malum is going to cast. Actually, I suppose Malum is going to first check it.
Oh
it's
shit,
the
this
wrong
is
type of
Vonet. I
spell.
didn't want to sit by Vonet. I'll sit here.
Sitting with Zeus' targets.
Am I?
Yeah.
Nice.
They lay out all the food, and the noble turns to you, Moriarty, and says, "So, you are the newest knight of the court? I bet that feels good."
Yes, it's 10 years being tortured in a dungeon was a small price to pay for it.
Well, you know, there is no growth without pain, he says as he picks up a, like, it appears to just be a raw, like, lamb chop, and just pulls a bowl underneath it, and just, like,
Goes
like
to town.
squeezes it out like a fucking towel.
Well, they do say adversity builds character. And I smile at him.
Yeah, so
And-
what will you be doing now that you've been freed from your courtly duties?
I don't know. Part of me was thinking that perhaps I would set out on an expedition of some sort.
Oh? Where to?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's only been 2 days. I'm still formulating plans. My other idea was to possibly buy some land and settle down and
Well,
just enjoy life.
should you find neither of those options to be appealing in the long term, my house is looking for a new security consultant.
Oh, are you now?
Someone of your skills would be more than qualified for the job.
Well, my specialty was developing strategic methods for entry and exit. Having that knowledge, it would certainly go a long way in helping to fortify a location.
Well,
For
you know,
instance,
our
if-
current security consultant can only be around in the evening, so we're looking for somebody to cover the day shift.
I understand. And what would be the benefits of this endeavor?
Oh, you know, we'd pay you accordingly, 1,000 gold a month, residence within one of our buildings throughout the city, your own staff, etc., etc.
I find your offer tantalizing. Perhaps the evening following tomorrow, as I have previous engagements, I could come by your establishment and we can discuss this further.
That would be splendid. Let
Fabulous.
me get you our home address. And he gives you an address that is located within the 3 Stars district.
That's a pretty nice end of town, if I remember you describing the districts right.
Yes, it is. It's outside the city walls, but it is where all the nobles live. The only reason people feel comfortable living there, even though it's outside the city walls, is because it, like, between all of the nobles' security, it essentially has a standing army.
Right. Oh yeah, any location that's filled with rich people, there is basically a task force there.
Yep.
I mean, look at Beverly Hills.
They have a chihuahua, too.
They
Heard
do.
that.
Why?
That they have a Chihuahua.
Minori's too young for us, guys.
No, I know.
Dude, it's like that's a throwback for me. That took me a minute. I'm like, they have a oh, yeah.
Well, that would be splendid. How are you enjoying your time back in the city?
Oh, it's fantastic. Prior to my return, I had spent far too long at sea. And it's nice to be in a place where the floor doesn't try to move out from underneath of you, especially after you've had a drink or two.
Oh, well then, you should avoid the dance floor then.
Will it move out from underneath of me?
After several drinks, I'm sure it might.
Perhaps we should give the floor several drinks as well. That way we can move in step.
Well, he takes another just draw of his wine glass and goes, "Well, I think I'm ahead of you on that, Sir Moriarty."
Oh, probably. And I take a sip from my champagne.
As you all continue to eat, what's going on at the Emperor's table up here?
Malum, before the Emperor can take a bite, is gonna purify food and drink on the table.
After that happens, Ridley slips a steak into his bag.
Oh, Ridley wanted steak for Roger.
Do you think they have gardens here, or do you think that's just not a thing they worry about?
I mean, there was some small herb patches out front, but nothing too substantial.
Yeah, just for potions, not anything over like food or whatnot. Do you think they'd have strawberries if I asked?
I bet you could find some strawberries.
Slip in another steak while eating. Just also slip another steak in my bag.
I'm glad you're picking up on the trends of the world. As Malum takes a couple and puts them in his bag.
One of the bards walks over and goes, "Emperor Ridley,
Yes.
I've been asked to check and see if you need an accompaniment for your performance after the show."
Yes. Do you know the famous song? Hey,
That way?
I look over to Sethar. Hey, you're the bard. You know what a famous song from Cali is?
The Cali National Anthem, of course.
No, that's not appropriate.
Well.
How am I supposed to perform to that?
The same way we always perform to it.
I imagine that the
People
Cali
outside the
national
order.
anthem is just like spoken word, like militaristic.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our word kill.
Iesu Domine.
What about the instrumental Cali National Anthem? What about the Cali National Guard anthem?
You realize like all those songs just have like one single word changed, right?
Yes, I wrote
They're
most of
all the same. You're very lazy on this, actually, if that's the case. They're all the same song, just like one word apart.
Well, I was under pressure.
How about that famous song "Under the Burning Moon"?
Oh, that is a phenomenal song.
It's also about war. I know all of our songs are about war, but
You better have that shit written because I'm not gonna write it before your performance.
I'm not gonna.
That's
Worry
good.
about
We'll
it.
just say they play it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just they play it. That's all we gotta do.
That's it.
Do you know that one?
We do.
Good. Go with that one.
Fantastic. And he takes his leave.
So do you think they ever run out of steak? I put another steak in my bag.
Sathara's just gonna start eating as much as he can. I doubt it. Actually, I have seen literally none of the I've seen literally no cattle, so I'm curious where they get it.
True. Think it's imported?
Ah, the
Potentially.
flesh.
It's probably human, maybe.
The thrall that is delivering the food does not seem to have any input on this particular scenario.
Hey, do you have any strawberries?
The thrall's just gonna tilt its head at you.
Strawberries.
It's gonna turn around and just wander away.
God, they don't listen, do they?
Several minutes later, it comes back with a plate full of grapes.
I don't think they have strawberries here. Or he just doesn't
Unbelievable.
understand. I again say it in Infernal. Strawberries. You think he knows Infernal?
The thrall just
Uh,
looks completely confused.
Sathara starts reciting in every language that he knows strawberries.
When you get to Abyssal, the thrall walks away again.
Does he appear terrified?
No.
Oh, excellent. He goes, strawberries are a very hard word in Abyssal. You have to understand, because
Several
in the Abyss,
several
there
minutes
are no
later, the thrall walks back up with a bowl full of blueberries.
Oh my gosh. This
Okay,
guy
well, I
does
guess
not know what's happening.
Sathar is going to pull out a piece of paper and a pen and draw a strawberry.
The thrall makes happy thrall noises and walks away again.
He's 100% gonna bring us raspberries. You realize that, right?
And then
Well-
comes back with a bowl of strawberries.
Oh,
He's gonna hand them to Ridley and goes, "See, I'm not that bad of a drawer."
Hope not.
The thrall is going to reach out for the drawing.
What?
The thrall is holding a hand out for the drawing.
Oh, he hands the drawing.
The thrall's just gonna stick it in its mouth and walk away while munching on it.
do they eat paper? Is that what's happening here?
He's gonna turn and look at Lila, like
Li-
confused.
Lila is just waving a hand, chuckling to herself.
Go, very funny.
Isn't it? Zeos, as you are sitting by this table at this table by yourself, a figure in a long golden cloak and a black mask walks up and sits down next to you.
Good evening.
You don't belong here.
Oh? And why is that?
Everyone else in this room holds a title, but not you. Why are you here?
I'm with Emperor Ridley.
Well, I see. It seems strange to me that he'd bring dregs with him. And roll me a history check.
History. $11.
You recognize his voice, but you can't place it.
What did he say before?
You don't belong here?
Besides that, didn't he say something else after that?
Regs.
Dregs. Regs or dregs?
Dregs.
Dregs
Dregs?
with a G.
Gregs.
Dregs.
Got it.
Wrong letter.
Jesus
couldn't-
Christ. Gregs.
couldn't-
No!
You're a Greg. That is
You're
the
a Greg,
rudest thing
you
I've
doggy.
been called in a long time.
Breathing.
Good, you should breathe.
I was having a hard time. I was laughing.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Fuck me, I guess.
He pulls out your steak and holds it up. He goes, "This is a strange thing to bring to a party, isn't it?"
And why would that be?
Well, I mean, if you came to enjoy yourself, I don't see why you brought weapons.
I like to keep myself safe and my company.
Your company's more... Well, your company's in more than fair hands.
I like to be prepared, regardless of who is around.
When they announced you, they said you had no surname, but you're an Asimar, so you should. What is it?
I lost it a long while.
And what was it before you lost it?
Like I said, I lost it. I don't have one.
That's not what I asked.
It's what I told you.
Zeos.
And what might your name be?
No. I'm the one asking you the questions.
I feel like it's fair if we both get to ask questions, since you're the one who's gotten asked quite a few questions.
Well, we're not exactly going tit for tat. This isn't one of your childhood games.
Oh? I wasn't saying it was a childhood. I wasn't playing it as a childhood game.
No, fantastic. Then you understand why only I'll be asking questions.
Yeah, but we're having a party here. We can go back and forth. I don't see why we can't ask each other questions.
Well, I am working.
Oh. I am working, but I'm also enjoying the party. I'm sure you can enjoy the party while you're working.
No, I can't. And he sets the steak back down and slides it across the table to you.
I'll slide it back in my...
Just remember, if you're going to make a strike with that steak, you better be sure to aim for the heart. As he kind of stands up to walk away, he looks back and he goes, "Just like Dad taught you."
Knew it.
Almost as soon as he leaves, Bonet just salarios over and takes his chair. What was that about?
He's just sitting there, dazed and in thought, unresponsive to what he said.
He kind of snaps in front of your face. "Come on, boy, don't hurt yourself. What was that all about?"
I feel like I know him. I can't place where.
Who? Inquisitor Bonvargo?
I'm sorry, who?
Inquisitor Bonvargo. He's one of the spy masters for the city. He took the title Inquisitor after he killed his first 10.
I see.
What would you two have to discuss?
He... He came over and asked a bunch of questions, inquiring about my surname.
Oh. Well, it seems like he should know your surname, considering he has the same one. I'm very confused.
It seems as though he does know it, even though it wasn't announced.
Ah.
And it seems...
Well, I mean, how many other Zeoses can there be who are both ASMR and have the same shock of white hair that you do?
I didn't have the same color when I was younger.
No, it's changed.
Yes.
Well, then perhaps
I
he's
am
done.
I am an assassin.
Perhaps he's
I
done
don't
more
say
digging
the
on you
same.
than you've done on him.
I didn't get to do much digging on him before the party arrived.
Ah, well. That is most unfortunate. And as people kind of start finishing up their meals, the vizier steps forward and goes, "If everybody would gather around the dance floor, we have a performance to watch."
As that happens, Sathar, who is on his too manyth glass of blood wine, is going to walk up with 2 glasses of blood wine and go, Malum! Did you know they have blood wine here?
Yeah, it's not my favorite personally.
Try it!
I like a raspberry or maybe even like a almond wine.
It doesn't surprise me you like the taste of cyanide. You are constantly trying to get yourself killed.
No, you'd be surprised how often I'm not trying to get killed.
Is
Actually,
Vonet standing next to the queen?
No, that is not Bonet.
Renee's up here.
Okay.
Yeah, Bonet is off to the side.
I know this guy's name, right?
Bonvargo, yeah.
Yeah.
no.
So I'll finish
Be
putting
careful.
all the things together. So, you're supposed to be dead.
So are you,
I was.
as was I.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Fair enough.
Any other startling revelations this evening, Sir Moriarty?
Oh no, it's just nice your boy finally found you. Was he smart enough to realize it was you?
You mean my brother?
Yes.
Oh. Am I to believe that you, the great spy master James Moriarty, had me confused for my father?
Perhaps.
Well, we all make mistakes, like getting captured.
Yeah,
Anyways,
there's truth in that.
this show should be interesting. The Queen's going to say, "Where is that boy at? Emperor Ridley?"
Ridley runs over there.
Holy shit, Ridley's here?
Yeah, careful what you have to say, Sithar. We don't want to slight our hand. As
Gonna lean
Malum
in.
sort of
He's gonna lean
meanders
into
over.
Malum and whisper, "How do you know my name?"
It's written on your shirt. And then he's gonna walk away.
I was gonna start pawing at his chest to see if he's wearing a shirt underneath his fur.
Ridley goes, "Hello, everyone. I, as you probably all know, am Emperor Ridley Monroe. I will be performing today. Fear not, fear not. It is magic. It is magic, and it's fire. But-
The people kind of like lean back a little bit.
But do not worry.
The
it's all
Queen
part of the
leans
show."
forward.
And Ridley like gestures to the bards to start playing the music,
They begin playing the song.
and he starts just making like mirages of animals and dancing a little bit.
All right. Roll me a performance check.
Yep.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
The nat 20.
So your hours of practice are flawlessly playing off as you begin to make your way through this about 20-minute performance.
Mesmerize everyone.
What's everyone else doing? Sathar, you're hammered. What are you doing?
Thar is pawing on his thing, and he walks back up to Mal and goes, I'm not wearing a shirt. Oh my god, that's
Malum's
a lot
over
of
here.
fire.
When you walk up to the man, he turns and looks at you, and you realize that the man you are talking to is not Malum.
He goes, you changed your face. You're a lot less ugly.
I have done no such thing. Who do you think you are?
It's a secret.
The secret.
Malum, what are you doing?
Wait, we don't have Tattletale with us, do we?
Did you bring Tattletale?
Oh, I absolutely would have brought Tattletale.
From your
Assassin!
shoulder, Sathar, you just hear, "Ah, I'm Sathar."
He's gonna point to the bird and go, that's the Thar. Now you introduce yourself.
Oh. But you haven't introduced yourself yet.
I asked you second.
I asked you first?
Oh God.
Yes, you did, but you see, I have already stated that I asked you second.
Ah, yes. But based on what you look like, I can assume that I came into existence second. Therefore, you should go first.
Waiter, another blood wine.
The thrall behind you just hands you another one and takes the empty glass.
He's gonna take it and like down half of it and go, I am. And then he's gonna pause for a second. And he's gonna like look at his hands, and he goes, which lifetime am I in?
Excuse me?
Which lifetime am I in?
I don't know, perhaps your third one?
Oh, okay, I'm Yimis. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Ah, Yimis, Sathar, it's fantastic to meet you. Ah, the cat Sathar!
I was gonna choke on his blood wine. I choked in real life, but that worked pretty well. And he's gonna go, shh, you're Sathar. Anyways, what's your
Ah, I'm Tattletale.
what's
Any-
your name, mysterious one?
He kind of holds out a hand and he goes, Baron Enoch Astaroth.
Oh, a baron. Tell me, how do you keep your people from rebelling?
Well, we haven't had many problems with that since the Queen stepped into power.
Oh, why's that?
Well, she seems to keep the lower echelons of society happy.
She does a good job of that.
Alright, Malum, what are you up to?
Yeah, you're pretty low in society, and she kept you happy at least a couple.
Also,
times.
Zeos, did you just
That
try
was
to
the
stab
joke.
someone?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So I've noticed Malum getting closer to me, and now I'm just looking at him.
So, Jack,
On the stage, Ridley turns the flames into a giant Remoraz.
ooh, pretty.
Nice. How's it going, Malum?
I was
Uh,
just wondering what.
Jack isn't drunk, by the way. He's had like a glass and a bit of champagne over the course of what I'm guessing is
An hour and
couple hours.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what your plans are.
I don't know
You
yet.
know, are you joining us up to the Dwarven city or anything?
I mean, probably.
Okay. I mean, you got knighthood here. You know, you are a spy, a master spy court man or something. I never understood this lifestyle. As he sort of looks around the room. So you're not planning on staying here for a while?
I mean, I may travel with you and then come back here. I've received a rather lucrative opportunity.
Oh, how lucrative.
Um, I would be uh, one of the heads of security for a noble family and their estate.
Oh wow, that sounds quite nice. Does the offer stay good if you leave?
I'm meeting with him not tomorrow, but the following day, to discuss that,
Okay.
among
Well,
other things.
it sounds fun. I'm curious what our crew will look like as we head out of the city when our business is concluded, and you have quite a few connections here. I wouldn't blame you if you stayed.
In your head, Jack, you hear, why does he suddenly care now?
In my head, also, I'm kind of wondering the same thing, and he's looked very out of place all evening.
Well, you did try to empty his pockets quite poorly.
I mean, yeah, but did he notice? Because if he didn't notice, and there should be no reason for him to be awkward on the other side of the room from me. And with his title and his former profession, you would think he would be accustomed to situations like this. He seems to hold himself in rather high esteem.
Yes. Makes you wonder where he got his title.
The old?
No, the other one, Professor.
Well, I know where he got that.
Oh?
He was a professor at the college.
See, that's the most interesting thing, because from what I understand, the only true college on this continent is called the Institute by everybody who works there.
I was informed there was one in Maxon or Chilaxon or one of the cities that didn't have a mountain dropped on it.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I'm thinking I ought not trust him, at least for the moment. Especially since he's already shown himself to be untrustworthy.
Perhaps you should just ask him what his plans are.
What are your plans, Professor?
Oh well, yeah. After working with Sathar, we gotta help him get the gem, and I think
Tell you what.
really the
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Why don't we go for a walk?
I really would rather stay in the party. Wouldn't
Very
want
well.
to wouldn't want to miss the kids' grand finale.
I've seen it.
Well, I've never quite been this close.
You haven't seen it in action though.
Ridley?
Yeah.
It's finale time. How are you doing your finale?
With a dog apparently.
Oof.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
He's gonna summon a phoenix. Like the final grand finale, and then it's gonna crash into her, and he's gonna thunderstep and stab her.
All right, roll the hit.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna...
You get
Nice
advantage because
stab.
I trained.
I'll give you advantage because you trained.
Should I just roll a dagger? Is that...
Yeah, just roll a dagger. And then roll it at advantage.
Oh my gosh. I hit it again.
That was tragic. That was almost a 19.
I watched that.
So Ridley, Sathar, Zeos, Malum, and Jack.
Can I roll with luck?
Sure.
How do I... Wait, oh.
Oh no, that's worse.
You watch as Ridley thundersteps and drives this stake forward. And Ridley, you feel this stake drive into something solid. And when the smoke clears, you see that the Vizier is just standing in front of you with a perplexed look on his face and this stake in his chest.
Got him.
And from behind him, the Queen pops out and goes, "Oh, that was remarkable, Ridley. Excellent speed." As
Tara's gonna
the
start
Vizier just like
clapping loudly.
as the Vizier just like coughs up a little cloud and then slowly starts to turn to ash.
Really just drops the stake and like bows.
The
Thank you,
Vizier
thank you.
just turns into a pile of ash and falls to the floor with it. Zeos, is that when you were going for your stab too?
Yes.
Okay, roll to hit.
Do I see Zeus trying to stab someone
Is
who
it- I'm
might be
assuming-
one of my new employers?
Yes,
Is it at an advantage or just normal?
we can do advantage because they're all watching the
Nope.
show.
Nope. He doesn't get advantage.
Are you trying to stop him?
Oh, I'm a mastermind.
Okay, so just roll it. If he doesn't hit, we'll just say that you catch his arm. That will hit though. You'll hit at least the first one. Roll the second one. That second one will not hit. So, Zeos drives his stake forward into the back of the woman there, and she just dissolves to ash, and he goes for the other one, and Jack, you catch his arm.
I'm gonna take his arm, put it across his throat, step behind him, and then put it in a pinch to choke off his airway and blood flow. I'm sleeper holding him with his own arm.
Okay, roll me athletics, and then Zeos roll me acrobatics or athletics to contest the grapple.
As a former grappler, I would contest that dexterity is
Dex.
equally important, so I would like to roll a dexterity check instead of athletics.
You can roll acrobatics.
Okay.
Or
Because being maneuverable is just as important in a.
and you told me to roll which one?
Either whichever one you want.
Acrobatics or athletics? Which one?
Whichever one you want. I would recommend
Okay.
whichever one's higher.
Gotcha.
Whichever one
Ouch.
you want, but there is a correct answer.
Fuck.
So you don't manage to get him in a full-on sleeper hold, but you do manage to get the stake away from him.
At least my modifier is higher.
The guards at the edges of this circle seem entirely just nonplussed. They don't care.
I look at the man that I was speaking with and go, I think I'll be having a bonus.
He looks back, he goes, "Oh yes, I suppose I here," and he tosses you a bag of coins right now. He goes, and he looks at Zeos and he goes, "That was a good show, lad. Would have been a shame if you killed somebody important." And he goes back to watching Ridley.
I let Zeus go,
Why'd you do
but I
that?
do not return the stake. I may or may not be working for him in the future.
Yeah, but he's worth a lot more money dead. I
Really?
whisper to him.
How much is he worth to you dead?
1K.
Yeah, he's worth that to me a month alive.
That's fair, but like,
Seems
So
like you
here's
should be
what's-
paying Zeus a security fee.
So here's what's gonna happen.
uh-huh.
When he hires me, I get to bring on my own staff. I put you on staff and you also get paid well. And get to be in relative comfort.
Hmm. Not particularly looking to sit around.
Oh, there won't be much sitting.
I mean, staying
In this type of
one.
society, security is proactive, if
Hmm,
you understand me.
I do.
Okay.
Holy shit, Ridley just tried to stab her! Sathar's gonna say from across the room after the entire commotion has died down.
How much gold was in that bag?
100 gold.
Cool.
The queen is going to turn and look in your direction, Sathar, and goes, Sathar, come forward. Tell me. Did you mentor the boy in this?
It wouldn't be a proper Cali performance without a little bit of violence, you know?
No, of course. I respect your customs.
Sathar is going to step up and look at her, like, kind of confused, and go, sorry. Mentor him in what?
This brilliant assassination attempt. It couldn't have been his father who tried. He was much more heavy-handed with it. That's why his head is now mounted on my wall.
No, that was entirely the boy.
That was entirely the boy. Well, that would explain why it was so exquisite. I was going to say, you could have never mentored him to do something so brash. So bold.
Are you telling me I'm not brash and bold?
Can I hear this?
Yes, you can hear this.
I did give a slight smirk as I hear her say that about him.
Well, Sathar, you've always been more of a talker than a...
While they're talking, I will look at Zeus and go, for better or worse, the attention's not on you for the moment. You might want to make an exit.
True.
We'll talk later.
No, Zeus helped him.
Fuck.
And where is this Zeus?
I
Who had
think he's
just
over
started
there.
to turn around and leave?
Yeah,
Do I make it? Can I make it out?
everybody turns and looks at...
Can I make it out though before she says?
Let me
that?
roll a perception check. Okay. While the crowd is looking for you, you manage to make it about halfway to the door. And just in an instant, your brother's in front of you.
Hi, how's it going?
The queen asked where you were.
I'm right here.
He's over here, your majesty. As the whole crowd turns and just looks at Zeus.
Yeah, that's him.
Some of their eyes, like, divert down as they see just the pile of ash in the middle of the crowd. Guards, bring him up here, please. I wish to have a word with him. So you are Zeus.
That is my name.
Now, I must ask, was this some sort of attack against a vampire kind? I mean, you are one of the last Asimar.
No. Wasn't that.
No? Then what was your motive for training the boy to do such a thing?
Well, I saw him doing his performance, and I just helped him along.
Oh. So you're simply a teacher for the young boy.
Yes.
She kind of walks forward and squats down in front of you. Ridley,
Yes.
who told you to do this?
Who told me to do this? It's kind of a tricky one.
Thrall, another blood wine. Just from behind her.
She holds up a hand. He's had enough. We wouldn't want him to lose feeling for what comes next.
He's gonna wiggle his arm and he goes, I think it's too late for that one.
Ridley, was it my father who put you up to this?
Well, then you already know the answer.
To prey on the naivete of a young boy. Well, I suppose no harm was truly done as she stands up and, like, ruffles your hair.
I hope you enjoyed the performance.
I did. It was marvelous. Did anybody help you with that as well?
No, that was purely me.
Well, I will leave you to the party, and she turns and looks at you, Sithar. A word.
That was 2. He's gonna sign
Yeah.
follower.
Now, Sithar, did you know of the boy's actions in advance?
The you need to be more specific. The dance?
Did you know that the finale to his dance was him trying to kill me?
No, I did not.
Oh, well, that's less than exciting. I take it that based on his actions, though, you have all chosen your side?
I think he has, but I also think he's, a child. So I don't think he's really understands what he's getting into. We more wanted to talk to everybody and see if we could come to some sort of agreement and help. Well, when I say help, I mean more unite the world under one particular banner.
Unite the world? Under
Yes.
a banner? Well, I'd
Correct.
have to assume you mean mine.
I meant mine, but that is one place that our ambitions always lined up.
Speaking from experience, being under you is one of the worst experiences a person can have.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. There were several times that, you seemed very eager to be back in that position.
Yes, well, one of the first things you learn as a woman in the court is how to fake enjoyment.
Obviously out of character. Did anyone else feel like they got punched in the dick for Sathar in that moment?
Yeah.
Oh god, that hurt me.
Well, then your acting talents far surpass them what they normally were. But either way, it does not particularly matter. Water under the bridge. Over the bridge? Under the bridge. Yes.
You are quite drunk, aren't you?
Well, it's how often do you find good blood wine? You just don't.
She looks at the table full of blood wine. I can't say I can relate to the experience.
Well, I mean, blood wine in general. Most of that normal human stuff is barely enough to put a dent in the headache that the boy occasionally causes. But, I mean, blood wine kind of just scratches that itch. Whether or not it's. Speaking of, was that pig blood?
Well, I've been having them serve you pig blood all evening.
That's what I thought. But, I mean, still. It's at least strong enough to start a small fire.
Excuse me?
Inside. I didn't start a fire. I can start a fire.
I think we've all had enough of fire for one evening.
Well. C'est la vie.
Start fire.
It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Is that all you wanted to talk about?
Oh, it was.
Did you like your necklace?
I did. Not quite as nice
Excellent.
as the last one, but
Well,
with your current standing in society, I can't expect you to pull out all the stops like you used to. You are much poorer now. The lower
This is
class, you
true.
could say.
I mean, the last one was the key to end the world, so I don't think I could do much better.
Oh, yes, but you see, I quite like my place in the world. That's why I gave it away.
I mean, it's only ending the world if you wanted to end the world. I didn't
Yes,
tell you
well.
everything that I could do because honestly, I thought you would kill me.
She reaches forward and just kind of pats you on the side of the face. I preferred you didn't have the option at all.
Well, that's fair. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to drinking.
Well, actually, I believe it may be that time of the evening for you and your friends to bid your adieus and head out. After
Alright.
all, there are those who won't look so kindly upon Kali tradition as I will.
Well, while that's true, you and I both know that this is not the first assassination at one of these, and nor will it be the last.
No,
It's
but
almost
I
a
don't...
tradition in and of itself.
Yes, well, the after-assassination executions are also a tradition that I would like to see away with, unless you prefer to keep them.
Well, I mean, I would love to still see them, but I would rather Ridley not be executed.
Yes, well, it would be hard to see with your head lying on the floor.
I mean, I've had my head lying on the floor plenty of times. I always come back, eventually.
Yes, you're like a cockroach that way.
Yeah, can never truly get rid of me. Always in your pillow. Speaking of which, have you seen Malum? I need to tell him some stuff.
She points to where Malum... Malum, what are you doing over there?
Malum is stealing an expensive bottle of blood wine.
Just not even
Possibly-
subtly, just like looking over all of them to find the one he
Yeah.
wants.
Just looking through them all, hands behind his back, finds a couple, puts them in his bag.
So I was gonna try to look. and
Zathar
go,
just watched two people get murdered. He
only watched
Malum
one.
watched two people get murdered, so he's
There you
pretty
go.
convinced that they're not going to care if he takes some wine.
You find one of the more expensive bottles on the table that happens to be Jack's and just stuff it in your bag.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jack. You were on the higher end of the gift-giving spectrum this evening.
Hey, that's what happens when you steal the group's remaining savings.
True.
So I was gonna walk over and like put his arm around Malum and go, "Hey, I know I told you that I shit in your bed earlier, and I just want you to know that's entirely true. I also stole your pillow."
You stole my pillow.
Pat him on
That
the
was-
back and grab one of the bottles of blood wine out of his hand and just saunter back to the group.
No. Luckily, Malum had already put away the expensive one.
So, are
Disgusting.
you gathering everyone to leave, Sithar?
Yeah, he's just gonna walk around tapping people, and then he's gonna walk up to he's gonna just walk up to the closest person and tap them and go, "Oh, you're not Jack," and turn around and just keep doing that unless Malum stops him.
Hey, it's this way. This way.
Oh, thanks.
And he's gonna like pull Zathar towards Jack. Jack, will you guide Zathar out of here? I'm gonna grab the other two.
Yeah.
Hey, Ridley.
Ridley, you're
was it
getting
like-
congratulations on your skill from the people of the court. Like, people
Really?
are congratulating you. Remarkable that one so young was able to come up with such a devious plan.
Thank you. Seems like I need to go. I think that went rather well.
Yes, of course. One of the noblewomen is like, "Oh, my children would love it if you would come over and have a play date with them. Maybe you can teach them some of your knife skills."
I will think about it. You should be able to contact me.
Malum's just gonna look over. He should be free Thursday. You can contact his assistant then. And then he's gonna head for the door. Let's go, Ridley.
Zeos, as you begin to walk out, your brother is going to stop you.
Oh.
He's
help
as he walks in front of
Again?
you, he's just going to like grab your arm, pull it out in front of him, put a note in it, and walk away.
I'm gonna slide the note in my pocket. Keep going.
All right, so you guys get all the way outside, and your carriage is prepared for you to leave. So I'm going to switch us back to the other map. and the carriage driver's going to say, "So, who's riding up front this time?" And Jack, you're going to hear in your head, "Perhaps it's best for the child to sit up front."
Hey, Ridley, why don't you take the front seat?
Sure, why not? I think tonight went
Try to
rather
talk
well.
to the horses.
Ridley goes up front.
And the rest of you get in the carriage as it begins heading back down the hill.
I will reach into Ridley's bag and pull out Sathar's stash and give a smoke to the driver. And
He-
take one for myself.
He takes it and he takes a couple puffs on it and passes it to Ridley.
Yes.
Ridley will accept it.
All right. So you all are in the carriage headed back down the hill.
Yes.
So, Jack, I saw you were talking to those nobles again. You plan on staying?
Oh, I just happened to be near them when Zeos killed one of them.
Of course.
And you stopped
Yes,
me from my
Holy
second
shit.
target.
Zeus, you killed somebody?
Your second target is worth more to me alive than he is to you dead.
That is entirely fair. Although
Job,
you didn't tell
Zeus.
me that before.
I didn't know it was your target.
You didn't tell me that you got an offer.
We
you-
hadn't spoken yet.
Well, then that's not my fault.
Are you at least going to get paid for the first target?
Yes, I am. Or at least I should.
Very good. Very nice.
Ask the professor about his time at the Institute, Jack.
So, Professor,
Yes.
you spent time at the Institute. That's where you got your title?
Yes, of course. It was yeah, you know how scientists are. And
I
teachers.
don't. Why don't you enlighten me?
Well, I was there. I was teaching.
You
And then
didn't
the war
teach at
broke
the
out.
institute.
Sathar, I definitely oh yes, sorry. I've had a couple to drink. I meant at the college in Chilaxin. My apologies. Yeah.
I don't even need to roll an insight check.
No.
No.
Like Malum is sweating bullets.
Jackson, check your messages.
So
What?
Jack,
Hold on. You. He's gonna point at Malum. Say, what? Tell me that thing again, because I've been thinking about it and I can't remember. What did you
What?
hear earlier?
what do you mean when? What
In this carriage. Because we're not in a car. In this carriage. Earlier.
Oh, I just got a message from an old student. It was nothing. It was really nothing.
What did they say?
They
In your head,
They
Jack,
just-
I thought most of Chilaxin was dead.
As the mountain got
just-
dropped on it.
they were talking about the armies up there, and that
Well,
I should
isn't-
probably.
Most of Chilaxin dead?
Oh well, they escaped to Vibin.
Vibin got crushed under a mountain.
Well, there's. Why does it matter?
I'm just curious about your past life.
Cathar, shut up.
I'm. Excuse you, Jack.
Roran, I need you to do me a favor. Cast silence on him.
Gladly. What's the check on that? Hang on.
It's wisdom.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Sathar.
Alright. Oh, I popped it out.
I actually think silence is silence is an area of effect spell.
Or no, not silence. There's another one that makes somebody unable to speak, and I can't think of it.
Just give me a wisdom saving throw to see if you can still talk, Zathar.
I did.
I don't see it.
I also don't see
Oh,
it.
I do. Okay, yeah, no, you can't talk for a little bit.
But
And your
enough
mouth
about
just
me.
Yeah,
stopped
you just
moving.
watches his mouth is just wrapped in like a cloak of shadows.
It appears that it appears that Sathar is still actively attempting to talk, and he's just kind of rambling to himself.
That's fair.
Enough about me. You never did tell me where you found that gun. As Malum sort of looks down at your belt.
Yes, I did.
Where did you find it?
It was next to me when I woke up, like I told you. See, unlike some people, I don't lie often, and when I do, it has purpose.
Aren't you a spy master?
The easiest way to not get caught in a lie is to not have to tell them.
That would be really a great deal.
Zathar reaches up and pulls the cloak down a little bit so he can get a few words out.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to ask him your question. Do you still have a question for him?
Oh, I kind of spaced it, honestly. Hold on one second. Let me think about it. And Sathar
Is
will
both
flip.
Zathar and Orion drunk tonight?
No,
Because I stand by
Orion-
it. Like, congrats.
No,
Nice.
I've had no liquor tonight. My brain just apparently decided it was time to shut off.
Dude,
Unbelievable.
I've been there. Y'all ever have that experience where you're in mid-conversation with somebody and then your brain completely checks out and you become an NPC for 15 minutes and you continue the conversation but you snap back to reality and have no idea why you're talking about purple Hondas?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Not that, but yes.
Constantly, somebody made a comment about it.
Constantly. I don't
like,
know why everyone's
last
always
week.
talking about purple Hondas. I just don't get it.
I always bring
Right?
up purple Hondas,
Um,
but people just don't seem to understand, like, or remember why they're talking about it.
Hey Timmy, wake up.
Everybody is just an NPC in Timmy's playthrough.
This is true.
So,
But why did Roaring pick you? I just don't understand.
now we're getting to the meat and potatoes, aren't we, boy?
Well, I suppose so. You have the gun who is a god, and is just waiting to destroy a whole goddamn realm. Like, what do you have to say about that, Jack?
I was waiting to see if that was a message from PT to me.
Nope.
Yeah, so was I.
Everybody in here was waiting to see if it was from me to them.
Just hear PT clickety clacking, so we're all just like,
Clickety clack
Look,
ASMR.
Mal.
You know, the last time I did clickety clack ASMR, I accidentally deleted the wiki. So,
Don't do that.
Oh, big sad.
So, it's like this. If you play to win, you should be on the winning side. Malum.
Yeah, but sometimes the only way to win is to not play the game.
Oh. But everyone's playing the game. Everyone.
Yeah, well,
And
I really just wish I could get home without this garbage.
as you guys are sitting here having this conversation, you see this black cloth begin to just burn in demon fire before disappearing from Sathar's mouth.
That was really rude. It took me a second to realize what you had done. You. What armies in the north? There are no armies in the north.
They're rebuilding armies. Surely. Because the elves, no, the humans are getting ready to defend their land because they heard we were coming. Definitely.
Did he just
Ooh.
say elves?
Who heard that you were coming?
The humans. From the up by the ones who survived the mountain.
Jack, say exactly what I tell you to.
Okay.
But there are no humans in Zrea.
Do what?
There are no humans in Zrea.
There are no humans in Zarea.
Well, how do you know that town?
You guys watch as black tendrils shoot out of this gun and just straight out the carriage windows and wrap around the wheels, ripping this thing to a halt.
Elliot's gonna, or not, Malum is gonna jump for the door.
I'm gonna grab him.
You don't have to. As he goes for the door, Roran comes out of the gun and just pins him back against the far side of the carriage. Malum, Malum, Malum. It seems that
What do you-
we've run through some of the same streets.
Well, yeah, it seems we have. I was hoping that there were other Rorans.
Now, which one of them talked to you?
I think you know.
Which one of the locksmiths have you spoken to?
I don't know what a locksmith is.
People who break locks.
Make locks, Zathar.
Oh.
I don't know any lockmakers in Zarea. I at one point had to get new locks on my house in Apud, but I couldn't remember the name. I do apologize.
You all can see and Ridley, you notice this as you're going down the road. The light from all of the light sources around you are getting darker as Roran gets bigger. Which one of them contacted you?
You're gonna have to be more specific. Which who?
Who is
I've been
your
talking to
student?
Student.
I'm assuming Roran and I still have a mental bond.
Yes.
If he continues to be a problem, I would love to be of assistance. I have an idea.
Jack,
It's
shut
Yes,
up.
Roran. Okay.
Elliot's my student.
Burning Oak.
What? Who?
Well,
Yeah, that was his name.
Well, then I suppose I should send you back to your loving students.
I mean, honestly, that would be pretty convenient, but I would prefer not to be dead on arrival.
Well, yes. Unfortunately, I can't send you back in this state. There's something I need to take first. And you guys watch as
If it's money,
Malum, you feel yourself begin to burn as the rest of you watch this purple energy run up Malum and down Roran's arm. And you would all recognize it as the Arcanophage that he injected himself with.
No. That means I could still be banned. Wait.
That
you-
seems like a you problem. And you guys watch as a
No!
portal of blackness opens up behind Malum in the carriage. Send the wizard a message. Let him know that I'm not going to be so easy to get rid of. And he just shoves Malum through the portal.
As he's going through the portal, you just hear, "Oh shit!"
And the portal closes the instant he's through it. Roran returns to the gun, and in your head, Jack just says, "Apologies for that. I got a little heated." Sithar and Zeos, what are the looks on your face right now?
So Thar's just gonna
Uh,
go, huh?
I'm more Zeus is just more confused than anything. Because of all the names that were thrown around. All the things from the other that he's never heard of.
But it works.
Besides locksmith, was he just like, that's someone that was make locks. What does that have to do with?
Tell us the horses' names.
They are named Trigger and Flintlock.
Oh, I see someone likes guns.
Well, yeah, we stole them from the Dark Brotherhood.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yes, they're remarkably quick. Like, the driver's so high, he didn't even notice that the carriage is no longer moving.
As it starts to move again.
Yep, as it starts to move again. What, do you have any pets?
Yes, I have Roger, who's back on our ship, and I also have Jeremy. I had to pull out Jeremy.
Oh. That was... Oh, look at the little guy. And he's like, he starts like waving a finger in front of his face before Jeremy just bites it and shocks the guy. From
he awake
inside the
now?
carriage, Ridley, you hear, "Rah, what the fuck?"
What happened? Thar's gonna say as he turns and looks at Tattletale.
Rah, the gun can talk.
What gun?
And after several more minutes, the carriage drops you back off at your tavern.
Well, that was an eventful carriage
And
ride.
he calls me a bird brain.
Cannon, he said it.
Approved.
Approved by DM.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, where'd Malum go?
Is he
He
coming back?
I think he went home.
Oh, he didn't even say goodbye?
Hmm.
I don't think he had the chance to.
Well, I guess
Sometimes
I'll have
it's
to
hard
kill
to
him
say
next time I see
goodbye.
him.
Why?
He didn't say goodbye.
That kid is hardcore goth.
That's just disrespectful to an emperor, right? Right,
I
Star?
mean,
Isn't
that's-
that how it's supposed to go?
It's close enough.
Not in my experience generally. I mean, but I would say
Wouldn't
it
it
is
be? Wouldn't it be in your
disrespectful. But
experience with Kali emperors?
no,
No.
well, kind of. No, not really. I mean, the Kali emperors and I have kind of had an understanding.
I meant with just
Sometimes-
sort of saying goodbye.
I mean, sometimes I just vanish because I got killed. So
Still not where I was going with that, but okay. You've had a little too much to drink, haven't you?
he's gonna pull out his bottle of blood wine and go, "Or not enough."
Okay,
Who wants
can
to
I-
go play cards?
Can I just get everyone to look at the meme chat real quick?
What do we? There's new ones. Oh, I wasn't looking at it. I
Just
was
look at the most recent one.
Steak, not yet.
No. Look at the most recent one.
That's good.
Almost lost my cool there.
I don't know. I like my memes. They're pretty great.
Classic Zeus.
Anyways, are you guys going to bed? Figuring whatever the fuck just happened, you'll figure it out when Sithar's sober.
Well, Zathar is probably not going to remember this. Will he? Unless, is he blackout or is he?
I do not have any personal experiences to draw on from being blackout, so
Ah,
I've
neither do
tried.
I.
My liver has prevented me, so
I've never gone to blackout. He's blackout?
I haven't.
No, I was talking about with a PP.
Is Sathar blacked out right now?
I don't think so. I think he's just feeling good. Very good. You know, when you're real drunk and you get a little confused,
Yeah.
or a lot of confused about
Very.
damn near everything around you.
Mhm. Especially when you go cross.
Alrighty. So is everybody just going to bed?
For the night, yeah.
Alrighty. That's where we'll end the session for tonight then. Everybody have fun.
Yes.
Very eventful.
It was. Lots of murder. Murder most foul. Alrighty. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We will be back Thursday at 3:30 Central. Yeah, sorry, Satoko. We will be back Thursday at 3:30 Central doing God knows what. I haven't even decided yet. I might just play video games and talk about D&D. Thank you to our players. We have Sathar, played by.
The Mighty Orion, pleasure to be here.
We have Emperor Ridley Monroe of Kali, played by.
It's me, Jessica.
We have Zeos Bonvargo, played by.
The Minoru.
We have an empty chair, played by.
It's me. I'm the most accurate empty chair you'll ever see because I have the same IQ as one.
And we have Sir James Moriarty the Black, played by.
What's up? It's Dave Levels Up.
Anyways, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out and having a good time with us. I am going to... Who am I going to toss everyone over to? I'm going to toss everyone over to Tabletop RPG Academy. If you haven't yet, be sure to go subscribe to all these wonderful people. They're great. Go give them subs. Go give them follows. Go hang out on their Twitches. They make great content. And
Hi.
to everybody else, be sure, if you haven't yet, join the Discord, because that's where all the memes are, and they were really good quality tonight. But I'm gonna toss you all over to Tabletop RPG Academy, and until next time, everyone. I don't know why I did it that way. Until next time, everyone, stay cool, stay in school. Why did that not work?
You didn't put the slash in.
I definitely did.
Then
Well,
raids
clearly
might be
you
down.
didn't. No, I don't think... If he did, then it wouldn't even show up in chat for us.
There it is.
There we go.
I'm tired. Until next time, everyone, stay cool, have fun getting out of school for the summer, and stay techno. We'll catch you then.
It's not nearly as
Bye.
catchy.